Okay, so this is what we're going to call the big ball sequence drill. This is hopefully will give you a feel of slowing your arms down in transition and turning your body rotation on in a way that's quite different than what you may typically do in your swing. So we're going to set up to the big rubber ball, 10-pound kind of cushy ball. We're going to go to P2 or shaft parallel, then wind up to the top, normal swing. Okay. The goal here is to stop the shaft when it was parallel to the ground on the downswing and hopefully pointed at the target, the butt end of the club. So what you need to feel is your arms do nothing and you turn your chest, which should not be facing the rubber ball on the floor, continuously until you feel your chest faces the ball and the shaft, as you can see, is pretty much roughly parallel to the floor and pointed in the direction of the target. And that's the main goal of the drill. I'm going to go a little deeper into it in a second, but that's the goal of the drill, to get to this position, okay? Because from there, we're just going to continue the rotation into the ball, okay? So now I'm going to show you face view, P2 or shaft first parallel, wind up to the top, slow motion, rotate your chest, because your hips will rotate if your chest moves, until you feel your shirt buttons face the ball. The shaft is roughly parallel to the floor, so you haven't unloaded your wrist angles, and your shoulders should feel pretty level to the ground. And if you're watching yourself in a mirror, you should look pretty much like this, okay? Then from there, you're going to gently continue to rotate in a way that your left shoulder goes up and your left hip feels like it goes up just a little bit up in the air, okay? And that would be impact. Now we got shoulders tilted appropriately, and I'll show you in a second how my belt works doing that. Now I'm showing you the shoulder tilt. It's hard to see the hip tilt, so I'm going to turn back around and let you see basically my belt. So here you can tell by the tilt of the belt, the right hip is higher than the left. I transition properly and get my hips start to level, and then my shoulders back to level. By the time I get to the ball, my right hip is my left hip, which is over here, is higher than my right, okay? And then if you want to have a little fun, you can just take it back a little bit and start running into that ball with your pivot only turning, and then the ball will start moving further and further away till you can't get it anymore. And then the last motion, even though you can't get the ball, you still try to rotate through until you hit your finish, okay? So that's the end of that drill. If you pay attention to the details, it'll start changing what you're doing.